Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Views, is Ethiopian government at any level in talks with Fano fighters? Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, who is in Amhara, Demeke Mekonnen, around 24 hours ago spoke about talks with the groups in the Amhara region. What did he say? What he is saying, is it correct or not? He was talking to diplomats in Addis Ababa. Before that, we saw that an Ethiopian military officer briefed military attaches of embassies in Addis Ababa. I think different things were said by government in these two meetings. Secondly, viewers, some bishops from the Oromia region have held a press briefing. They have issued a statement. They have announced their support for Menbere Selama, Tigray Orthodox religious structure which was rejected by the main church officially and formally a few days ago. Firstly, viewers, is Ethiopian government at any level in talks with Fano fighters? Anything on the ground showing engagement between Fano fighters and Ethiopian government, Ethiopian military? We know that only one effort was made to start talks with Fano fighters. One meaningful, visible effort. Even that effort could not materialize. That effort was made when Amhara Regional Council held a session a few weeks ago. And after the session, Regional President Yilkal Kifale said that from each zone of the Amhara region, 5 members of Parliament of Amhara Regional Council would be nominated. Religious leaders will be involved, other notable people will be involved to start talks with Fano fighters on zonal level. Fano fighters did not respond positively to that offer of talks, and Fano intensified its military operations. Fano fighters back then were rapidly taking control of new territories. They did not respond positively, and then they captured big cities, and then regional president wrote a letter to the federal government to intervene. Federal government imposed state of emergency. We saw large-scale further deployment of Ethiopian National Defense Force and start of a military operation involving heavy weapons, drones, etc. against Fano fighters in the Amhara region. So, that offer of talks by Amhara regional president could not materialize. No talks could back then start. And after that, we saw no engagement between Fano fighters and Ethiopian government, Ethiopian military. 2 meetings have been held in Addis Ababa in the past 48 hours. One meeting was a briefing by Ethiopian military. Ethiopian military General Tishome briefed foreign military attaches of foreign embassies. They were gathered, and General Tishome briefed them about the situation in Amhara. Tigray was also mentioned, but main agenda was about Amhara. And General Tishome said that those forces those groups which are committing atrocities in Amhara, they are not representative of the people of Amhara, that law and order is being restored. He did not say that government was in talks, government was trying to resolve the issue through talks. He only said the social media outlets were spreading rumors, and the military attaches should get information from the concerning military officials, government officials. Then, after that, we saw a meeting between Demeke Mekonnen, Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, Gideon Timotheus, Minister of Justice of Ethiopia, and foreign diplomats in Addis Ababa. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I think, was behind this engagement. Demeke Mekonnen briefed about the situation in the Amhara region. He said that farming season is ongoing in the Amhara region. People are farming their lands. So government wants to ensure that Amhara farmers farm their lands and they get enough supplies of fertilizers, seeds, etc. And then he said that government is trying to resolve the issue in Amhara through dialogue. Where is this dialogue, which according to Demeke Mekonnen is being used to resolve the conflict in Amhara? We heard about one meeting between Demeke Mekonnen and some Amhara notables. Some Amhara scholars, I think, had a meeting with Demeke Mekonnen, and they proposed a solution. Someone from Amhara scholars contacted me. He said that they proposed a solution of the formation of inclusive Amhara regional government. These groups, Fano, etc., they should be included in the government. New government should be formed. So that is what the scholars, they are not representatives of the Amhara Fano fighters. On their own, they submitted this solution to Demeke Mekonnen. Demeke might have considered it and might have shared it with federal government officials, others. But that is the only engagement we know of between Demeke Mekonnen and groups from Amhara. So I am not aware of any meaningful, concrete engagement between Fano fighters and Ethiopian federal government. On the one hand, government says that it will restore law and order, it will continue operation. On the other hand, it says it is in talks with Fano fighters. Fano fighters deny. A few days ago, Gondar Fano issued a statement. They said that rumors were being spread about talks with the government. The Gondar Fano fighters said they were not in talks with the government. So I think Demeke should share details. Is government at any level talking to Fano fighters? Talks should be held. I propose talks. But wrong information, incorrect, false information should not be shared by Ethiopian government officials just to tell the international community that government is resorting to dialogue. Government is not resorting to dialogue. Government is resorting to military operation in the Amhara and no signs of dialogue. Did you hear from the state of emergency Director General Temascan Terone, Ethiopian PM Abiy, military chief Jula calling for dialogue or announcing some move towards dialogue? No, I have not seen anything. That is why I think maybe Demeke wants dialogue because he is Amhara, he is under pressure. Otherwise, on the ground, no developments regarding any meaningful engagement and start of dialogue between Fano fighters and Ethiopian military. But dialogue should be held. I think institutions in Ethiopia, politicians, parties, they should speak for dialogue. Sooner or later, they'll have to start the dialogue. If Ola and federal government can meet in Tanzania, why can't Fano and federal government hold dialogue? Yes, some mediators can be involved as well. But talks should start. False information should not be shared, I think. I think the international community should ask questions. Those diplomats at the meeting should have asked Demeke Mekonnen to share details of the dialogue. Where is it happening? Who is involved? Who is representing Fano? Secondly, viewers, Menbere Selama Tigray Orthodox religious structure has received first recognition. Menbere Selama is unrecognized in Ethiopia. The main church a few days ago, after a plenary session rejected Menbere Selama, saying it was illegal, it was against church canon, and it removed the archbishops too, excommunicated them, Tigray as archbishops. So Menbere Selama is not recognized in Ethiopia, but a group of bishops, a group of monks from Oromia have announced to recognize Menbere Selama. They are Orthodox church monks. They held a press briefing today. They recognized Menbere Selama. So will they stay as part of the Orthodox church, or will the church excommunicate them as well? That we'll see. Tigray wants recognition. Menbere Selama wants Abune Matthias, the patriarch, to be the patriarch of Menbere Selama as well. But church has excommunicated all archbishops and declared Menbere Selama as illegal. Still Menbere Selama there, Menbere Selama appointing bishops. Few days ago, 10 bishops were appointed by Menbere Selama to Tigray and foreign dioceses, and reportedly they're planning to elect a synod as well. They could elect a patriarch too if Abune Matthias does not agree to lead Menbere Selama. But recognition has come from a group which is not obviously represented by archbishops, lower rank, lower level Orthodox church clergy members have announced to recognize Menbere Selama. I have a clip for you of the press briefing by these Orthodox church monks from Oromia who announced to recognize Menbere Selama. Watch the clip. Thank you for watching.
በዚህ መሰረት የሚከተሉትን የአቋም መግለጫ ነጥቦችን አውጥተናል። አንደኛ፣ በአገሪቱ 86 ቋንቋዎችን የሚናገሩ ብሔር ብሔረሰቦች እያሉ ቤተክርስቲያንም የሁሉም ቋንቋ የምትናገር ኩላዊትና ሐዋርያዊት ሆና እያለ በጥቂት አባቶች ጫና ምክንያት ቤተክርስቲያን በአንድ ቋንቋ መለገሟን እንቃወማለን። ሁለተኛ፣ የቤተ ክርስቲያን አገልጋዮችም ሆነ ምዕመናን ላይ በማንነታቸው ምክንያት የሚደርስባቸውን ጫና፣ ጭቆና፣ መገለልና አድሏዊነትን እንቃወማለን። ሶስተኛ፣ የካቲት 8 ቀን 2015 ዓ.ም የተደረገው ስምምነት በተዋዋዮች መካከል ሕግ ስለሆነ ከዚህ ስምምነት ውጭ የሚደረጉ ማናቸውንም ድርጊቶች የሕግ ጥሰቶች መሆናቸው ታውቆ መንግስት የሕግ ጥሰትን እንዲያስቆምልን እንጠይቃለን። 11ኛ፣ በትግራይ የተደረገው የኤጲስቆጶሳት ሹመት አግባብነት ያለው ስለሆነ በማህበረ ምዕመናኑ ተገቢው ድጋፍ እንዲደረግላቸው ጥሪያችንን እናስተላልፋለን። 12 በሲኖዶሱ ውስጥ ቅዱስ ፓትርያርኩ ብፁዕ ወቅዱስ አቡነ ማትያስን ወደ ጎን በመተው በተናጠል የሚደረጉ ውሳኔዎች፣ የሚዲያ መግለጫዎችና በእርሳቸው ላይ የሚደረገውን የሚዲያ ዘመቻ እንቃወማለን። 13ኛ ሲኖዶሳችን ተጋድሎውን በዚህ የሚያበቃ ሳይሆን ቤተክርስቲያኒቱ ለሁሉም በሁሉ ቋንቋ የሚያገለግሉ አባቶችን ከ25